This is a trad anchor, and we're going to talk about how to do it with minimal slings today.
There's a right way and a wrong way to clip those slings. Let's find out.
A simple anchor is if you have just 2 bolts that you can clip a sling to, and then you can create a master point, which you can do a sliding X, and if you're worried about something extending, put that through there, slip it over the top, and that's called a girth hitched master point. And so if one of these comes off, then you are still super redundant enough. Now, this part is not the point of the episode. We're going to talk about how you can build cam anchors in different ways, or tri-cam anchors if you are a tri-dad in the gunks. So a cam anchor can be as simple as placing 2 cams into a crack and clipping a sling to it, and you can do this or the girth hitch master point. But can you put 2 cams in evenly enough to just make your anchor like this? Well, you don't always get a perfect crack like this, so what else can you do? Now, if you have to build the cams in the same crack, you could clip that sling and equalize it that way. But clipping here is bad. Or is it? Call me cheap, but I'm gonna brake test cams that I've technically already broken. That has that cable swage. But this 0.5C4 Camelot from Black Diamond has this plastic thumb loop, which is actually very nice to squeeze. And this X4 from Black Diamond, also broken up here, but super good enough for this test down here, is more of a metal than a plastic thumb loop, so we'll see what happens there. And then I have some cable swaging material that we can just pull this way, and then we can pull it the way it's designed to see how much of a difference there is. Oh my God, that was violently interesting. It started at 2 kN to deform it, but then once it got wonky, it's 11.
I think that's a warranty return.
Not here, it's not. So after reviewing the footage, since I don't stare at this while it's breaking, I believe this was crimped at the top.
Lots of other cams are made in different ways, like this Alien, which only has a crimp right here. Let's find out how strong this is.
Not good for your cam, but it'll hold you. You gotta go, wow, that's hot.
Wow, that's hot.
There you go, you got it.
Impressively stronger than I thought.
It's not dangerous, it's dumb. Let's test the next one. Holy crap. It broke in the back at full strength.
So maybe that little metallic collar thing is actually stronger than it looks.
So there's a single cable coming out here, and this is where it's crimped. And the way it's shaped gave us pretty good results. I don't know exactly what the results are because my load cell doesn't work when you don't push start. So I'd like to show you the world's lightest cam. It has no trigger and no lobes. And so I just crimped this out of this cable that I have, and then I made another one where it's gonna be pulled the way it's designed. So it kind of ripped it out of the side. Let's pull eye to eye now. That's actually not much higher. Yep, this broke in the swage like normal. If this is your crack and you want Alpine Equalize, I do not recommend this. It will damage your cam, though it's stronger than I thought it was going to be. But you could clip to that sling there, or if it makes sense, you can clip the carabiner like so, and that will hold as well. You just want to push this in a little bit further and that a little bit in until they're basically feeling even-ish. Now, if this is reversed, where the blue totem is here and this is here, you definitely do not want to do this. That is all plastic up all the way into the head, but it would be super good enough to clip somewhere like here because you're pulling along the stitching just fine. You don't necessarily want to do this because you'd be pulling against the stitches in a really awkward way. So with the totem, you can clip that, or you can clip the carabiner itself. Now, if you want a simple 2-cam anchor, this might work for you, and that's called Alpine Equalizing, but I do recommend a locker if this is going to be your master point. I personally like, if I have the cams and the time, and I'm gonna be doing some wonky stuff like maybe hauling, and I wanna put a quad anchor here, or I wanna do an equalized sliding X, or I wanna do a girth hitch master point, whatever your anchor style is, it can be simple by having 4 cams without trying to get weird equalizing all of this with a whole bunch of slings and cordelette.